when you find a prospective model, what process do you have to get started with collaborating before the shoot?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I definitely have some tips of things that you can do. My, I guess, rule of thumb would be like if you have some kind of specific look in mind, then obviously you're going to need to talk to them about your costume and makeup and things like that and what you're going to want. There's some things that you can do to save money as well. So if you don't have the budget for like a hair and makeup person or a stylist, what you can do is have the model come in like hair and makeup ready. And what you want to ask them to do is blow their hair out and put on what I usually will call date night makeup. So then that way they have a little bit of, blush on and just powder on their face to help not look oily. And typically I'll tell them to bring lots of lifestyle clothing. And I'll say, do not bring clothes that have logos or patterns, because a lot of times the patterns will conflict with the camera, but bring bright kind of colors, not just black, white, and gray. You want them to have lots of options. So that way, when you do have a model in front of your lens, you can get multiple looks. And another thing you can do too is ask for them to bring a tube top, because then you can also grab a beauty shot while they're there, and make sure to ask them to bring some kind of scrunchie or, hair tie. So then that way you can have them pull their hair back if you need it. And then a lot of times too, to get multiple looks, if you start with basic makeup, then you can always have them add on. So then you could like do a bright lip or then do some other type of makeup look and build onto it as you go. So, sometimes you don't even really talk to a model until they actually like show up on set. So then obviously you give them the instructions. Like if they're working for an agent, you'll give them all these instructions like I just mentioned, but then when they show up, I think that's the key, is to build a rapport with them so that way they feel comfortable with you. And one of the things that I noticed too is when you're on set, if you're just taking pictures and not really giving them feedback, then they'll start questioning themselves and be in their head like, am I doing good? So another key thing is to make sure you're communicating with them and talking to them during the shoot, so that way they feel comfortable and they feel good about what they're doing. And even sometimes showing them a photo, like, here, this is looking so great, and showing them what you do like, so that they keep doing more of that.